talk my shit. I got all dick, and she turned around and hit. And I done learned a lot of shit. I had a brain.
What's up, guys? This your boy, Mr. I-240. I'm back on this beautiful Sunday with this bright yellow polo. You heard me. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all getting sick of. I know y'all getting sick of. Yeah, I know y'all getting sick and tired of seeing my face, but I don't care. I told you I'm gonna apply pressure and keep on doing what I'm doing, and the grind ain't gonna stop. So whatever opportunity I can have on an off day, I'm gonna take advantage of it because I got a goal to get to, and I'm pretty sure y'all got goals to get to that what you ain't. You at the point where you ain't even trying to work for nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm gonna start off this podcast thanking the man above for blessing me with another day and blessing y'all for another day. Cause you never know, life can be crazy sometimes. So let's just all be thankful for that. And number two, I'm thankful for y'all, for the love the page we need lately. You know what I'm saying? I see that hard work starting to pay off. Even though I'm not at where I need to be at, hey, I'm making progress though, and that's thanks to y'all. And so I ain't got pride as the title of the video today. To say thank y'all and I love y'all and I appreciate the love for y'all because it was at points where I think I couldn't do this and I was starting to give up. Cause like I ain't getting the response that I need, but then I gotta remember you gotta work hard and grind hard on YouTube. Sometimes it depends what you're talking about, or you got charisma or whatever you got to get to the point. So with that being said, the first topic I want to talk about is the match that we all wanted to see, and that's Sting and Undertaker. Now, it been rumors for many, many years that Sting was supposed to cross over to WWE for many years to go. Now, we thought we were gonna have that match in probably 2014, where we had to count down and stuff like that. But at the last minute, Sting re-signed back with Impact, and then it was Undertaker that came. Well, no, was it not 2014? 2011. I'm sorry. We thought we were close to getting our dream match, but the countdown was Undertaker, and then of course TNA did a reply back or response back like a shot back at Vince them with Sting returning. And I think 2004 it was supposed to come up, or I think it was somebody else too, like Malachi or something like that. So, or we was close to getting to Undertaker versus Abyss. It was always luxurious rumors when it come down to Undertaker, but that feud there stand out alone because you gotta remember, technically, now that they did kind of face each other when he was Mean Mark and Sting was Sting. And I gotta watch the match to see was it a bad match. I don't know, but we always wanted to see Crow Sting versus Dark Side Undertaker or Undertaker with gray, purple, whatever. We always used to wonder how would that end. I think, to be honest with you, my personal opinion, I think pride got in the way. But if pride and what was the finish gonna be? Because both guys are prideful, and you gotta understand that both guys are legacy guys, and both of them got good, strong characters. So I'm pretty sure they probably talk behind closed doors how they gonna do this, how they gonna do this. But for some reason, it never came to full circle, especially on Sting end, which I can understand because Sting knew that he was gonna lose, and plus he probably felt like he was gonna get respected in WWE. Well, true, it did happen right here, WrestleMania 15. He came to the WWE, started off strong, started off hot. Then what happened? He lost to Triple H. Woo! So Sting intuition kind of kicked in. So imagine if he would have fought Undertaker in his prime and trying to get his momentum back, getting that Sting magic. You come back to lose. And I'm pretty sure with Undertaker, it was his pride in the way too. Like, man, I can't do that, bro. Now, this is my street. And you want me to lose to an outsider who just came in? So that match was always kind of hard to book and come together for a variety of reasons. And I'm pretty sure that the guys didn't hate each other. It just them guys were trying to protect their legacy and their characters that they built. So you got to think about that too. So it's like I just feel like pride in how they won't finish it, because it would have been epic, especially in 2011 in Atlanta, because they both started in the South. So WrestleMania, the one they had in Atlanta, there was a missed opportunity for them to both shine, because that would have been perfect. They both started in the South, but I know Sting probably hold WCW to his heart because Sting was WCW, and WCW is in Atlanta. And if he was to lose to the Undertaker like that, they probably would have hurt his feelings, man. So you got to think about that too. So it's just like I just wish it would happen. And no, that match should have been one and done. We ain't need no trilogies, no nothing. One and done would have been perfect for that match alone by itself. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them legendary. And, because some folks, they take the dream matches. Oh, we need more. We need more. We need to do more fantasy matches. And no, this match would have been one and done. And that would have been perfect for me. I don't know about everybody else, because it's only so much you can drag along with a face versus face. At one point, somebody got to turn heel. And I'm going to be real. Now, both of them ain't that good to me as a heel. Now, if you would have had American Badass Undertaker versus Sting as a heel, then we talking. But if you talking about dark man, creepy, and Sting as a heel just ain't entertaining. I'm just gonna be real. Sting as a heel is not entertaining. I'm sorry, bruh. It's just what it is. So, for us that, I feel like just pride got in the way. And then, speaking of pride, we got another story. Ric Flair, Mick Foley. Now, Ric Flair, legendary, professional wrestler, skillful, who take his craft very seriously, at one point never had respect for Mick Foley, because if you remember his book, and I'm paraphrasing, where he said Mick Foley is just a glorified stunt double. And Mick took that personal, because Mick feel like not only from Flair, but all his other peers, that he don't get his respect or his due or his shine. And I can understand that, especially if you going to Japan, putting your body on the line, doing barbed wire matches, losing the ear thanks to Vader. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It's other forms of wrestling. Y'all look at he looking at it like it's other forms of wrestling besides submission moves and look fresh. We got this hardcore extreme stuff too. And I'm one of the guys. Well, I'm really the guy of the forefront. Me, Terry Funk, and whoever else. You know what I'm saying? The New Jacks and all that. We the forefront of this hardcore style wrestling. So y'all just gonna shift stuff almost cause I'm Sunday. Y'all just gonna stun on us. Cause like we don't bring nothing to the table. And I can understand it. But I can understand Rick too, because Rick been doing this since he was 14, 15 years old. Even when he was fat, kicking with Andre, you hear me? So you gotta think about that too. And he look at it like, man, this hardcore style is disrespectful to my craft and what I love to do. And y'all glorifying this dude who really ain't doing nothing in the ring but just getting hit with a mailbox or radio. So it all came together in I'm gonna say the infamous shoot match on that decent card of SummerSlam 2006. And Foley had just came from another hot feud with Edge at WrestleMania, but doing the one night stand thing, him and Edge teamed up. So you gotta think about that. So they doing the build up, the promos, intense. And that was a shoot promo. There wasn't no script. Them guys was expressing their feelings towards each other from years of build up towards each other, and then you can just feel the hate, you can feel the anger, the pain, the agony, especially from Mick here, because he feel like he don't get his respect for as a Ric Flair or a Hulk Hogan or a Randy Savage or a Kurt Angle or so on and so on. Not saying Mick was the best wrestler, but Mick Foley was entertaining them. Don't get wrong with the cheesy props and stuff like that in the heels and mankind. Mick Foley was entertaining that. Let's not forget that. For real. So a lot of guys then look at Mick as a face of a company or a legendary guy, some fat dude from New York or some glorified stunt double don't deserve to be mentioned in the same sentence as me. So I can understand why Mick started swinging back and fighting back against Flair, because you ain't gonna disrespect my legacy and take my shine. And I put in the work as much as you did. I bleed just like you, or hell, you bleed more than me. You know what I'm saying? And for Mick as a big guy, he can really go. He's kind of slow a little bit, but he can go. His matches ain't predictable. His matches ain't the same, and he don't mind putting folks over to get their shine. You gotta remember, Mick Foley. Undertaker legacy was already up here, but he sacrificed his life for King of the Ring. Now, King of the Ring is a precious pay-per-view, but it ain't big as WrestleMania. He said, "Hey, bro, Taker, man, let's make this moment, bro." They said Undertaker was reluctant, but man, he told Taker, "Hey, man, throw him off the cell, man." Man, Undertaker grabbed that man, threw him off the cell. Wow. Moment history. Then you gotta remember, Mick Foley in the ring, getting back. Mick Foley going to the back. He come back out with the tooth in his nose. Then decided to get back on the cage, choke slam through the cage. See, and then he finished the match. But if you look back at that match was really great. We talk about the moment a lot because that was a special moment. But if you look back at that match, he gave us 15 more minutes of match. Then came back out the next night and finished out the rest of the year strong. And he was in a big feud with The Rock, leading into 99. And he won the belt from The Rock, live on TV when WCW gave it away. I should have put that in my last episode about WCW. But it was too much. But that's never heard that. So, Mick Foley made an impact on the culture too. And he just want his respect. He want his shine at the time. And, you feel like, he probably looked up to Flair, whatever, or respected Flair. He thought Flair would have got respectful, and then you disrespect me in your book, and then it's out there in the world. So I gotta get that smoke. And then that match, it was a lot of bloodshed. It was a lot of barbed wire. It was a lot in that match, and I feel like both guys got that anger out. And I think later on they squashed the beef like real men. Got it out, and I ain't saying they good friends, but they would probably respect each other on a different level. You feel me? So, with that being said, this subject here is kind of disappointing as a fan, and it's not because he's not going to be there. It's the excuse that he gives. It's kind of like, alright, come on, man. So, of course, the elephant in the room that we all know that The Rock ain't coming. But according to reports, the WWE been knew The Rock was ain't coming. Now, my thing is with WWE and The Rock, if y'all knew this for months, why y'all didn't get this out the way? They probably did, because you can tell that Sami Zayn and all this stuff picking up Cody Rhodes and all these. It's like you should have been said that, bro. I feel like I would have loved to see you fight Roman, but not this year because this not your spot. You haven't been there. There's Sami or Cody's spot. You know what I'm saying? For a variety of reasons. Especially Sami. Sami should be going to WrestleMania either night 1 or night 2. Because this storyline been built between him and Roman Reigns has been 9 months worth of television, of good Sopranos, Walking Dead, Heat of the Night. It's an Empire power worth. And for you who haven't wrestled since 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. He had the little 30-second match with Eric. That wasn't a match. That was just a little rock bottom peace out. That was just a little moment for him to see the shine. For you to take that shine for both of them guys, now I'll give you that. You did the right thing for us there. But the thing that got me was he said he wasn't in shape for that. Bruh, you work out every day. And you eat a cheap meal. You mean to tell me you ain't in shape? You could have just said, man, my schedule gonna be in the way. Look, bruh, we understand now. Trust me. And you know, we used to be mad, man, Rock ain't coming. But then you look back and think about it, you be like, you know what? I can understand it because he probably got this high profile movie. He get injured in this match. The movie got to be held back. And you got money on the table. So we get that, but it was just that I ain't in shape part that got me. And it's like, at this point, to be honest with you, and I sit back and think about it, and this is me being a Rock fan. Do I want to see him versus Roman Reigns at this point? No. It is not because it's going to be good. It's just we all know Roman Reigns going to win. Because what do The Rock has to gain of beating Roman Reigns from this point? Roman going to be part-time, but at least Roman going to still be at work. The Rock beat Roman, Rock going to make the Hollywood. So, what's the point of all that? You know what I'm saying? And according to reports, he wants to put Roman over, which is the right thing to do. It don't make no sense to build Roman up for almost 2 going on 3 years. For this guy to come back, oh, I'm the tribal chief, rock bottom, boom, and I'm back to doing my movie, Hobbs and Shaw Part 3. So I'm kind of glad the match didn't happen this year because it's Sammy time, it's Cody time, maybe it's Survivor Series, SummerSlam, maybe WrestleMania in Philadelphia. I mean, it's a missed opportunity. I get it, box office, and I know a lot of guys don't look at Sammy as a face of a company. Hell, Sammy know he ain't the face of the company. He said in an interview with I forgot the dude now. He said that interview, Sammy know he ain't no face of no company. Sammy know he ain't no Brock Lesnar. Sammy know he ain't John Cena. Sammy know he ain't Undertaker. Sammy know he ain't Rock. But I know something that Sammy is though. He's quite entertaining, and he's a better wrestler than almost all them guys I named. You can put that in the bank. A lot of folks forget that Sami Zayn is a very good wrestler because he did the little comedy Hitler thing. Or this guy. I can't think of the guy he looked like. But yeah. But Sami Zayn, NXT Sami Zayn with the haircut, he was cold, man. The one that had one of the greatest NXT rivalry with my boy Adrian Neville, aka Pac. That guy still exists. If y'all didn't see that match on SmackDown with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn still that dude. You know what I'm saying? So let's not get that messed up. So I didn't want The Rock still in the shine from guys like that, especially they've been working hard. Cody worked hard to get the comeback from his injury. Sami Zayn worked hard to mysteriously get in his spot. I mean, come on, bro. Do you see The Rock putting over Johnny Knoxville? Sammy did in a comedy great match. And it was better than Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And they was on the same card. They just show how good and skillful this guy is. And we love him. Not the Hitler version. But the he is now, we love him. And we know he ain't going to win the belt. Because of the Saudi Arabia deal. And his religious beliefs and their religious beliefs. So, we know he ain't going to win the belt no time. So, he might not win the belt at all until that 10-year deal is up. Or if they buy the company. So, I'm glad The Rock said no. And plus now, I'm glad The Rock said no, man. This one this decision, I can't get mad at. Only thing I'm mad about is the corny excuse, because this dude work out every day, lift up 400 pounds. He in more shape than me. I don't know if he on that Liver King juice. Whatever the dude name is. Liver King, whatever. I'm just playing Angel Roman. I don't think The Rock is still rolling. But, you get my point. Alright. Another subject. Now, according to the reports, WWE was calling Stone Cold to put him in a variety of matches with Brock Lesnar, which he declined, and Roman Reigns, which he declined. I'm gonna be real, dog. Do I want to see Stone Cold get back in the ring? That was a good little segment, little leeway. But I don't want to see Stone Cold get in the ring with neither one of them dudes. Because they're going to tear him apart. They're going to tear Steve apart. Steve could barely keep up with Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens wasn't even giving him his best. It was a good segment. But Steve Austin know what to do, man. Steve Austin just want to make an appearance to the show. One love. All right, man. I just wanted to get that one off. I wanted to get that walk-off moment. Because if he get that walk-off moment with Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar, if it would have got to that point, they would have watched Steve. And plus, and if they did, I would have preferred to see Roman, because Roman got a slow pace. Mathala could control the crowd and stuff like that. We know it wouldn't have been for the belt. Because if it was for the belt, Austin would have lost. Now, if it was Austin from 2013 and Roman Reigns now, oh yeah, I love to see it. When he had the knee brace on, actually had muscle mass, I would love to see it. But I think Stone Cold is fully comfortable with his retirement. He got the one off. You know, he got the send off that he deserved, where he beat Kevin on Saturday night, and then he came back and gave Vince that sloppy stunner where Vince was looking crazy. And then he gave Austin Theory that stunner where he sold the hell out of it, and he sold Pat McAfee. I mean, he stunned Pat McAfee. Even Pat McAfee was drinking beer. But the Stone Cold now versus Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar, that don't need to be seen at all. I'm glad they ended this storyline, and I'm glad he didn't accept the deal. I'm proud of him, for real. Now, Undertaker has officially passed the torch to Bray Wyatt. Now, if you remember on the episode of the Raw 30th anniversary, LA Knight was talking that junk trash. I want the smoke, I want this, that, and the third. And then out came the Undertaker with that whack kitty bike. We know they want his bike. Ooh, shit. We know they want his bike. So, Undertaker appeared in the ring with the fat belly, because we know retirement is treating my boy good, and he have earned that. So he run about the ring, talking that junk. Undertaker tell him to get back in the ring. The lights go out. It's Bray Wyatt, the new king of darkness, the new king of Erie, the new king of the Souls Ties, or whatever you want to call it. So Bray come out. LA Knight get back into the ring. Undertaker grabbed him by the neck. LA Knight looking scared. Undertaker looking at Bray. Bray looking at Undertaker. He gave it to him. Wow. Gave him the kiss of death. Sister Abigail. He said something to his ear. Bray had a look of like appreciation. He didn't want to cry on camera. He looked like a little punk. I can respect it because I don't like crying in front of people, even little bro. So, according, and then they had the tacky whack Sprite match, or Mountain Dew, what they want to call it, pitch black trash. And then, you know, Bray had the press conference talking about it was a special moment. You know, like he said, he's not the Undertaker. He can only be Bray Wyatt. I mean, and it is no comparison, because Undertaker, he made an impact on his debut in 1990, and it took off immediately. And he never looked back. Then he beat Jimmy Fly Snuka at WrestleMania, and the streak was born. Then he beat guys like Diesel, his brother twice, Psycho Sid. Who else he beat, man? Big Boss Man in the tacky Hell in a Cell match, that was trash. He wasn't on the 2000 card. He beat Triple H. He beat Ric Flair. He beat A-Train and Big Show with the bald head karate dude. Then he came back from the Survivor Series and beat, or I would say he beat his brother twice, beat Kane in New York. And he beat Randy Orton in the Instant Classic in LA. Beat Mark Henry in an underrated good casting match. Beat Batista in the pre-main event, which both guys was pissed off that they should have been the main event instead of Shawn and John Cena. But lucky enough, both of the matches delivered. It's just Undertaker wanted his shine and Batista wanted his shine, being voted for the company, but we now know Cena was the face of the company. Then he beat Edge. Then he beat Shawn Michaels in the Classic in 2009 and 2010. Beat Triple H in 11 and 12. Come on, man. Beat CM Punk. So I don't know if Bray can have that effect to that point, but Bray is going to be the closest thing to Undertaker that we ever get. Because he made an impact on his debut too on Raw. He attacked Kane. He beat Kane in a pinfall, Elimination Inferno. And he just started tagging all the top guys. From Bryan, he antagonized Punk, Cena, even him and his crew got into a great feud with the Shield at Elimination Chamber, which they won, where Jon Moxley pieced out and abandoned his brothers. And then Bray went on to make a own impact, like I said, with his feud with Cena. We all felt like Bray should have won at that WrestleMania. With Cena in New Orleans, we all can agree to that. Y'all know that he was more hot as fish grease. I don't know what got in the way. I ain't gonna say Cena, it was probably Vince. And what else Bray did? Bray went on to bigger and better things. Of course, he was in some countless feuds with Ryback and stuff like that. And plus, him and the Seth Rollins connection just didn't work out. I'm pretty sure they were good friends, but their characters just didn't gel. And he was in the great feud with Dean Ambrose, which they kept on playing it out for weeks and weeks and weeks, which I don't understand. But it was a good feud. And of course, Bray went on to win the championship at Elimination Chamber. I feel like he should have won against Randy at WrestleMania, where he retained the championship. I just think that was a Vince thing, and Vince didn't understand his creativity. So both of them guys got good legacies, but there will never be another Undertaker. Alright. Then number 6. I saw that Kurt Angle celebrated his Royal Rumble debut almost 23 years ago against Taz in a short match. I feel like they could have done something with that. You know what I'm saying? For us, Taz, I don't know if Taz was hurt or whatever. They Kurt was hot as fish grease. He was over. And I feel like they could have done a nice little feud between Taz and Kurt. Yeah, and I think it would have did a lot more for both guys, with both guys being submission and technical wrestling specialists. I feel like they could have had a match at WrestleMania, but I mean, or Taz could have been in a fatal 4-way with Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, and Kurt Angle. And you see, it's a lot of things they could have done with that Kurt Angle versus Taz feud. It was just one and done. Taz defeated the man, then Taz got buried by Triple H. How you bring a guy from over to ECW, you defeat Kurt Angle in New York, feel good moment, and later on you get buried by Triple H. I feel like that, and that's another thing. I feel like Taz didn't get his just do his shine either, according to, believe that Vince don't like little guys, and plus Taz got hurt a lot. But he did have that good feud with Jerry the King Lawler though. But after Royal Rumble, Taz really just never had no big moments after the Jerry the King Lawler feud. So I just think Taz could have started off strong with Kurt Angle. So that's why I had to put this on here when I saw the picture. I was like, man, that would have been perfect. Cause Taz was dominating ECW. Dominated Shane Douglas in that classic rivalry. Dominated Bam Bam. Classic rivalry. Faced Sabu, Tommy Dreamer, Raven. And then you go from getting buried by Triple H. Help that make sense. And then, of course, he did lose his respect in the locker room when it was Sabu versus Taz. It was Sabu versus Taz versus Rob Van Dam, where he did something wrong and he hid from Rob Van Dam. And for weeks and weeks, and then Rob Van Dam finally caught up with him, and he said, "Hey, what's up, Taz? Pick a hand." Taz picked a hand. RVD slapped him, and then that's when the Taz mystique, or the man Taz, has died right then and there. As according to my brother New Jack, folks lost respect for him. So, y'all, that's it for this episode. I just want to get this done out before I head to the big church house, man. And hey, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's gonna probably drop today. But hey man, just enjoy life and be thankful, man. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.